Hey geeks, do you love comics, collectibles, and TCG? Well, here at Cardboard Cave, we have the place for you. Pass by Kapitan Granuja Comics and Games and find all your favorite geeky items there. Look for them at Facebook or Instagram or call them at 787-659-7003. A store blessed by Nicole Bolas. Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an extremely amazing Saturday night. And here we are once again with a new episode of Cardboard Cave. We're going to be talking about the Magic Legends PC game. And we're going to talk about a little bit about Strixhaven that Mark's Rosewater mentioned. A couple of cards, maybe leaks, maybe not leaks. You know, that it is what it is, guys. We even have not seen if there is a collaboration with Strixhaven in this set, so let's see what happens. But if you guys can't watch us live, you can pass by our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have our most recent video or live was yesterday, opening a Time Spiral remastered booster box, and it was a great pulls that night. And as well, our latest episode is already up, where you guys can see the whole cast and crew talking to Kapitan Granuja Comics and Games store owner. They're talking about amazing back in the day Magic, plus they talk about other Mark Rosewater things. Man, that name is popping up everywhere. As well, you guys can't use YouTube, but you guys like to listen, pass by our favorite, or not our, your favorite podcast application and listen to our show. Just hit that follow-up button, and always, as soon as it hits 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, that episode is live. Like that, you guys can go ahead and listen to it. But now, let's go ahead and present all of our amazing panelists and hosts. So the one and only that always comes late, but sometimes early, but then sometimes late. But then when he comes in late, we have issues. And when we start things late. But the one and only Chris.
Sup, dudes?
And then the one and only, the one that I have mentioned million times in every podcast, even at the Movie Guys podcast, that he has won over a bajillion Oscar-winning shorts and films. His next film will be with Robert Downey Jr., people. We don't know that. Even in COVID, he's going to record a movie. We got Alejandro.
Yeah, it's confirmed. It's gonna happen. I talked to him on Zoom earlier today. He's like super excited to work with like a nobody like me. So it's
right, that the Zack Snyder is gonna co-direct with you, right?
Oh, of course. Like,
okay, yeah. Awesome. And then the one and only that we call the master of the cube, because every time something new pops in the cube, something foil, something juicy and saucy to make you cry when you draft it, is the one and only JP.
Hey, what's up?
Hey guys, so before we start, I know this is something that popped out in my head on my way home. You know that we have all these collaborations in each set and whatnot, right? So I was thinking, because of the fact that the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League has been so popular and it's such a hit, if history was made, why not make a collaboration with DC and have them DC superheroes in the Magic the Gathering lore? Nobody likes the idea.
Everything was fine until you said in Magic the Gathering lore. Like, you were fine. I was like, okay, I would like to, like, you know, play Magic Second Edition, as Gita would call it, with you know, Batman coming in there and, you know, have like a Batarang instead of a lightning bolt. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And then like
Magic the Gathering 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but we already have The Walking Dead as part of the Magic the Gathering lore.
But we don't need to keep pushing this.
I know. I'm just giving you guys an idea.
No. Okay, wait. We got to rephrase that. No, The Walking Dead is not part of Magic the Gathering lore. We just have Magic cards that happen to be set in the
but there's the
multiverse.
Like, you keep telling yourself that to make you
keep telling yourself that. Yeah.
Feel better, but
look, sorry. As long as I don't have, like, you know, as long as the next Magic the Gathering story on like MTG's official page doesn't say like Jace meets, like, what's his name, Rick Grimes, you know, we'll be fine. It's fine.
Didn't you know it was released today?
Liliana,
you would literally give me a heart attack, bro.
Liliana planeswalks into Walking Dead.
Liliana has been behind the whole thing the whole time.
Of course.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is too funny. Okay, guys. So today, everybody that's watching us, if you guys have any comments or any topics that you guys want us to touch or talk about, put it in the chat. Today is kind of like an we would say open mic, aka we're gonna Chris gave us a name for it, but I know that we can't use the literal name because then we get copyrighted by Wizard of the Coast. Yeah, all their card names are like copyrighted, dude.
I mean, okay, but to be fair though, that is just like a word in the sense of like it is literally just a word. We're not referring to the card name per se.
But we don't know. Maybe they need money and they want to take all of our money. The money that we don't have.
I don't know. Like Wizards of the Coast has been selling pretty well recently. I don't think they want our money right now.
They need our 2 cents. They need them.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie.
Our 12 collective dollars.
But I'm not gonna lie. This past set, so I got this time spiral box as a compulsive buy. It was not in my mind. I was like, you know what? We haven't done an unboxing since Kaldheim, and Time Spiral looks pretty fun to open. I'm like, I call up a local game store, Danuha, and I'm like, hey, do you guys still have one box at least? They were like, yes, we still have one. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. I picked it up, I think it was on Friday. And then I was like, I'm going to make a live out of it. I'm only going to open the box because I know I had a lot of other things to do before the live. It was super weirded out because you guys know that StreamYard does not pick up audio in virtual cam. So I have to share my screen. That was the funny part. I had to share my screen to get audio. So it was a mess, but it was streamed everywhere. And I was freaking out because I'm like, I'm streaming in 4 different pages with this amazing internet that Puerto Rico has. So yeah, but it
Amazing
worked.
quality.
Apparently it worked. But I like the fact that I saw today the professor's video talking about if it's worth it to buy the boxes. In his explanation, he says that it is in a way if you're just going to resell the cards or that you're looking for, just to start open your little business or whatnot. For collectors, it's fun because this is the interesting part. There's not going to be second printing, so whatever's out the market now, it's what's available.
Yeah.
That's why the boxes have skyrocketed in price in a minor of hours.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned that the pre-orders were for $215, depending the store, like Amazon or your LGS, and the next day of the release. So today, boxes are right now $250, $240, depending on the seller. So it's a hot ticket, we can say.
It has a lot of cards and a lot of good cards.
Yeah.
Used in various formats, and so it's very resellable.
And not only that, Chromatic Star, Street Wraith, Spirit Simeon Guide. Those 3 cards, I haven't checked the rest, but those 3 cards have new art as well.
Wasn't Simeon Spirit Guy banned?
Yeah, but it's it's used.
It's used,
yeah.
But it's really interesting that this set, even though the prices, I would say any TCG right now, the prices are going crazy because collectors are just buying and buying, especially Pokemon, because Pokemon apparently, guys, I'm gonna give you a small story. So a friend of mine gifted me this long
Charmander.
time ago.
Yeah.
It's a Toys R Us. Like if you go to the day of when they play.
You mentioned Toys R Us, and Alice the Highs just went, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That, how mint is that? And stop touching it.
It's literally still in the package.
Stop touching that. That's what you should be doing.
Every time
you don't need to
touch
tell me
it,
the
you
story.
just take like a 0.1
Oh,
off
yeah,
of the rating.
Don't tell this. You don't have to tell a story. I know the ending of this story. The end of the story is don't touch that unless you're gonna sell it.
The ending of the story is
it's already in
dollar
TCG
signs.
player
Okay,
ready
good,
to be sold.
good. Yeah.
The card right now, dude, like this card when I was curious of how much it cost when Toys R Us closed down, I was like, it's only a $9 card. Right now it's selling at $75. I'm like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Card that you get for free. It's like that
Mhm.
Pikachu, the one for McDonald's that was graded 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, it reached 20 grand. Sure, why not? And I went to the postal office today to send out some orders. And it was interesting because the store clerk, the USPS clerk, tells me, a guy came in like 2 days ago and he sold the card for $3,500, a Pokemon card, one Pokemon card.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I should start just buying Pokemon for fun. But
It's hard to
no.
get a hold of Pokemon. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, Pokemon is right now impossible to get.
It's
the
impossible,
LGS stores, some of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, are racking up the price on their products. It's ridiculous, but hey, it is what it is, guys. It happens, Some collectors are just doing what they did with the PS5, scalping the product, keeping it sealed.
Yep.
It is what it is. It's very interesting that in Magic the Gathering, you see that. Probably with Time Spiral, we will see it. Well, right now, Thoughtseize with the old school remastered border, it's for the foil one, to be exact. It's right now for I think it's $400.
Hey, I said like it should be around 400 in my head, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you said 400. Yep, that sounds about right.
Ponder foil is like for 300.
Yeah.
Foil.
Sounds
And
about
then
right.
non-foil is about $15-$20 depending on the
Already bought one, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like it's ridiculous, but hey,
foil
it is
one?
what it is.
No. I saw the listings today. I saw them yesterday, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait until Saturday because usually they dip. They did not dip, sir. Some to be fair, some did. Some dipped, but the ones that are more sought after, like a ponder and stuff, they kind of rose for like $1 or $2. The Vesuva rose for like a couple of bucks. The gemstone was like $22 yesterday, and now it's $27. And I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna buy it now because it's just gonna keep going up. But if you want to buy Time Spiral, buy it now. Yeah. I thought that they were gonna like influx, like they were gonna inject a lot of merch in TCG Player, and I'm not seeing for like the hot stuff, the stuff that you really want. Yeah. There's not a lot. To be fair, if you wanted more like rares that don't matter that much or weird like arcades and weird stuff like that, you'll be fine. You'll have no problem getting them. But if you want like a ponder, you better get them soon because those ponders are just going to go up, and the foils, because of the scarcity and the way they design how rare these foils are, like any stupid foil that's decently played, foils. Are they any good? I don't know what you pulled.
I got Ancient Stirrings and Past in Flames.
Ancient Stirrings might be worth something, actually.
Ancient Stirrings foil, when I put it in the store, the last one that was sold was for like $22.
I'm very surprised.
But that was yesterday. That was yesterday. This is the thing. So I posted it yesterday for like, I think it was for 25. I put like a couple of dollars in. There was a store selling it for 75, but I didn't want it to like risk it and put it in that price.
Yeah.
So it got sold. Right now, solidly, Ancient Stirrings foil is for around $71 to $76.
There you go. Yeah,
I sold it pretty steep because the range was there. Was Past in Flames. The foil one was the last one that got sold was 35, and I sold mine. I think was for 25.
That makes sense.
Just because I wanted to, like, I don't. It's not that I don't mind making the extra additional cash, but sometimes people don't buy them. So it's like I don't want to be afraid putting the card very high price.
Yeah, it just stays there because it's too expensive. Yeah, because it's way too expensive. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Yeah.
And I'm like, that I just bought this compulsively. Just wanted to make extra like I reopened the store again, and I'm just trying to get as much in merchandise I can. And it's pretty interesting because everything has been selling out quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are just grabbing cards. Like some of the mythics that I got, they were so bad. I think the most expensive one was $2.
What you got?
I think it was Living End, Restore Balance, one of the humans, Korvox.
Oh my God, you got Corval. You couldn't get Teferi at least?
No, man, I could not even.
What else? What's the last one?
I don't remember the other ones.
Oh my God, that's so painful.
But they were bad. They were bad, like horrible bad.
If he doesn't remember the rest of them, that just like tells you how bad they were.
But yeah, wait, that shows you how bad the mythics were.
Like, yeah. Like guys,
was it the angel?
Probably.
I think one of them was an angel. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
but
Akrama.
In terms of like the old school, the remastered bordered ones. There where I got pretty decent ones. I got Yawgmoth, Hasiger. What was the other one?
Yawgmoth's technically mythic. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, the slots in this set are really odd because I got
in terms of resellability and price.
Oh yeah, but I got 5 mythics in this box and 2 foil rares, 2 very bad foil rares. Some decent rares that were into the $5 to $15 range.
But you got 2 star foils,
John,
which is amazing.
Show me all your jank. Show me all your jank.
You got 2 star foils. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think the pull rates are 2 star foils. I think the pull rate.
Oh, okay, but then you're pretty good then. Yeah, no, because those things. Yeah, no, that was. I think.
Oh, right. There we go. That was one of them. Chroma's will.
Oh, Yeah. It was a big oversight. Well, I don't know if it was an oversight, but the way they designed the foils, the star foils to be packaged in this set, it was such a horrible mistake. And the
No,
fact that they're not
dude.
doing a second printing is
Oh
even a
yeah,
worse
they're not
mistake.
doing a second printing. And I believe the
Yeah.
professor, because when the professor, I would say that like 85% of the time when he says something, it happens.
No, it's
You
accurate.
know.
I don't think they said anything about doing second printings, and the way it's been selling, it looks like there's not a lot of stock because
Mhm.
even the listings, there's not a lot of people who even bought this apparently, or it doesn't look like a lot of people invested in this, which makes it worse because then you're gonna dry up the market of singles, and then people are gonna have to buy the boxes. By then, the boxes are gonna go up because now people want the sing. It's just a loop. It's
Yeah.
like, and I know this happens with more specialty sets, but this one, if I compare it to Double Masters, everything crashed. That's why I was so excited. But granted, Double Masters also had the collector's version, so
The
that
VIP.
helped. So that helped a lot in
Mm.
terms of pricing. But this one, there's no equivalent, so that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
It
terms of
is.
the
It is.
consumer.
It is a big problem because you're gonna see people like Alpha Investments buying
Mhm.
crates
Yep.
of this set and not
Yep.
opening them.
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
like a crate, like 10, like
Grand?
the boxes that bring like eight booster boxes.
No,
I think
those are
it's 6, isn't it?
cases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those
cases.
are
What's
cases.
how many
A crate-
how many cases does a crate have?
True. How many?
I don't know. I would need to go back because in one of his videos, he is in his like
But
inventory place,
we have the
Warehouse.
internet, so let's figure it out.
and
Someone
he
Google
has like 3 crates of Modern Masters 2017.
I believe it. Yeah,
You
because
know,
what he does is he sits on some product, obviously,
Mhm.
but he does sell to his Patreons first at a
Yeah.
reduced price. So
Hmm.
what he probably does is he has a certain number, and he probably gauges because he knows how this market goes. And I'm pretty sure he's thinking Time Spiral is gonna be a hot set in 6 months because probably the Starfoil. I think the Starfoil is gonna be the thing that's gonna screw this set up so horribly because people are gonna be hunting down these Starfoils like there's no tomorrow because of the
Mhm.
scarcity. And because of that, he's probably gonna like hold a lot of product and he's gonna sell to his Patreons for like a week and then just be like, "Oh, sorry guys, no more." And then he's just gonna hold them forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it's really interesting
it's
that
crazy.
you see these type of people. But again, Alpha Investments, I understand him because he does it in a business standpoint.
I mean,
But
everyone
then
does it in a business standpoint.
yeah, but it's not the same thing as like the PS5 crisis that you would have people buying 3 consoles.
I mean, it's
They
a
keep
business
one.
standpoint. It's just a shitty business standpoint.
Yeah, scalpers are
Scalpers
evil.
are the worst. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you buy let's say if you buy a case of Time Spiral, that I want to talk about something because we can jump on that topic right now.
Okay.
So we can leave the Legends one for last, like the most boring one for last. So Time Spiral is going to be a hot ticket, but then Alejandro sent us a picture on our chat that it was of Modern Horizons 2. I didn't get to read, but it said that the power level is going to be higher.
I can
Of
try
Modern
to
Horizons
find.
2.
I
I actually didn't see that. Now
Yeah,
I
it was
gotta,
on the
I gotta
it was
check.
on the picture. When you
it was a
zoom in,
picture.
you would see
See.
that it says one of the comments is that
Let me
a
see if I
power
can
level
find
will
the
be
article.
higher or something like that. I
Yeah.
am only
Like
interested in that.
higher, when it says higher power level, is it saying like higher power level than the previous Horizon set?
I guess.
Let me check the info.
Yeah.
Or
Orengo,
is it
check the
like
info.
suggesting that it's gonna like generally like raise
we
the
have-
power level of modern?
We're gonna
or something
have.
like
I
that?
think it's the enemy fetch lands in this set.
Let me stream my my.
Yeah, go
screen
ahead.
for a second.
Yeah, those are the enemy fed plans.
The enemy
Yes, they
fetch lands, right?
Yeah.
The ones that we all desperately need. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So Jim
So-
Davis made the article. Here you go. So the article, the meme was in the the announcement about Modern Horizons and how basically 2021 is going to play in regards to the sets. They talked about Modern Horizons, and one of the things that they said was higher power level, even more than of what you loved in Modern Horizons. And then he's like freaking the hell out because if you understand the power level of these things right now, and you understand the cards that were banned from Modern Horizons, you understand the Modern Horizons 2 was kind of insane because of these
Modern Horizons
examples.
1, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, he's just arguing in favor and against the upping of the power level because there's some stuff that were useful, like the ice things and the lands and give her a room.
Like a few key cards like that.
Mhm.
When you go above, that little zombie made an entire zombie deck viable in modern.
Yes.
That one zombie was
Yeah.
enough to make an entire deck viable.
So that's great.
Giver of Runes was
Mhm.
entirely like those cards really made an entire
Yeah.
archetypes viable,
Mhm.
which is really good because diversifying modern.
Exactly. Completely agree. So yeah, the joke was that in the announcement they were hinting at the fact that they were gonna basically up the power level of Modern Horizons 2, and what that could imply specifically. Since we all know what happened with the first one.
Holga.
There you
Okay.
go. Mm-hmm.
It's-
Astrolabe.
Which also just makes just a little thing is like
Mm-hmm.
they banned Bridge from Below, and they should have just banned Hogak immediately.
Yeah.
And Bridge from Below enabled the Vengevine deck, but now without Bridge from Below, Vengevine deck just doesn't exist at all
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because you ban one problem without dealing with the actual problem.
Yep.
Then you ban the actual problem without unbanning the one that wasn't really the problem.
But isn't that what they always do? They always
Yeah.
do this in standard. Didn't they do that
It's like
when
with Omnath.
Omnath? Yeah, the
Omnath.
Omnath
You should have
example.
just banned Uro. Uro was the problem. Four
Exactly.
colors is already pretty difficult. It's the 6/6 draw card, gain life.
Yep.
That's the
Like
problem.
the thing is that like Wizard's whole argument, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember exactly where I
It's
like,
a
got
new
that info
card.
from, but yeah, like it's a new card, so we don't want to like ban something that just came out and give players space
Mhm.
to play it. Which up to a certain degree, I get it, but honestly, if we already have very clear that we have to ban it, I'm pretty sure it's because it's been like played more than enough.
Exactly.
Like that's kind of like the whole point. The reason
Well-
why we need it banned is because it's been played and tested to like see that like, hey, this is a problem and this is the problem.
Exactly.
Mhm. That's why I wanted to get to the Modern Horizons 2 situation is because of that. Because now you think about it, we're gonna get the enemy fetch lands. Now there is a idea that we're gonna get like a higher level set. I'm already talking to to our local game store. I'm gonna buy a case for the store
Mhm.
for the online store. Not and as well I want to get the fetch lands for personal, saving.
Sure.
Get my play sets, sell the rest. But the thing
But
is
you play
that
commander. When you say play set, you just need one of each. We're good.
yeah, but I only have one 5-color commander,
Yeah.
but still I got other commanders that need fetch lands.
Yeah. Of course.
Don't
you
need
know-
them. Would like them, but don't need them.
You can live
you know,
without them.
It's
I
fine.
know.
Just do
Very
what
few
I
decks actually
what I
really
do.
need them.
You buy the fetch land and you resell the fetch land and you just get the proxies with the money you made.
There you go. You get just a couple of Volvi Wilds,
There you go.
Just stick 'em there.
Big brain moves.
Well, we got the empty cards from Zendikar Rising now, so we can just go ahead and write the cards there.
Write the card down. That's what the professor said.
That the professor said.
Yep.
But it's very interesting that this set, what its time spiral, like this is for everybody that's watching us. If you are interested in like making an extra money and you think that selling Magic the Gathering cards it would be a thing, or if you want to get into Pokemon products are pretty hard to find now. But Magic the Gathering, these not these next sets, because Strixhaven is first than Horizon 2.
Mhm.
But if you guys think that it will be your thing, the Time Spiral and Horizon will be the two sets that can help you out,
Yeah.
start you out full, make a good investment, and go crazy.
Mhm.
Like, obviously, go crazy.
I just want to
or-
state before
or-
we continue. I just want to state that Time Spiral Remastered, like booster boxes, the only one that I'm seeing on here on like TCG Player is the draft booster box, and it's for 224, 225 technically. It's already out of stock. So
Yeah, there's only
Oh.
draft booster box.
and they're
That's
all
it.
out of stock. Like everything's
Exactly.
already out of stock anyways.
Instead of just buying a box, you could also just buy the singles you need. You know,
True.
like
True.
I was looking at just talking with John before we started. I was just looking at the card. I was like, oh yeah, the set came out. Let me look at how much this card is worth. A $20 card that never had a printing has just gotten its first reprinting, and now it's just
Yeah.
a $1, $2 card.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
Yeah.
just
A lot of
perfect.
cards just crashed. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
$2. It's
exactly.
a $2 card. I'm in.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you guys, like this. What I'm trying to say. So, if you're going to play Commander, buy your singles. If you're going to play Standard, then I'm sorry for you, but buying singles sometimes is kind of ridiculous.
It is.
If you want to build your little small business, if you want to build your little small business, you can start with Time Spiral if you find a box or two. Probably not. But Modern Horizons 2 would be the set to start everything. I know that I think Alejandro, he has, I know that he drinks, I think he drank his medication, so I think that's why he's leaving. But now, guys, now let's talk about something super interesting that I think it was our friend JP that sent it to us.
Oh yeah.
So, right,
This is the Blogatog teaser. Mauro usually gives one around this time before actual spoilers start beginning. It's become like a little trend where he just look, these are the possible things might be coming up, which is a smart tactic because it gets people talking and gets
Yeah.
people discussing and speculating, which creates hype. It's a pretty
Yeah.
smart thing I've realized recently.
do you guys think that this new set, Strixhaven, will have a collaboration with a brand or with a entity?
At this rate, no, not at all. I feel
You're
like
gonna
it'll
You're just
feel
gonna see a new border and a new art. That's it. That's what you guys think is gonna happen.
something pretty basic. Yeah, if they throw out, I don't think they haven't even announced any secret layers or anything of the sort.
Yeah, I think Secret Layers are gonna hold on for a while. They have been dropping drop series for the
Yeah.
past 3 months,
Well,
one
but
after the other.
they're not gonna come out, so I don't feel like maybe not even a special border. It's just gonna be normal Magic. This is like last year's Ikoria set was around this right was around this release, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
And
Ikoria had the Godzilla collaboration.
but in terms of power level and people keep
Oh,
talking
okay.
about it and the stuff that's coming out, it's just going to be a normal set because all in all, Ikoria was a pretty normal set.
Yeah,
Like nothing huge, the Godzilla thing, and that's pretty much it. Which is fine, which is actually really really nice and fine because having a little break on. Like last year was just product after product after product after product. Having this little break has been quite nice in terms of what to look for and the standard meta games and other stuff and all those stuffs. So I feel like it's just going to be normal set.
yeah, but you guys noticed that in the metagame in Standard, when Kaldheim kicked in, it didn't change
At all.
No.
at all. Right now, Dimir
Switch
Rogues
out a
is
few key cards, and that's about it.
exactly. But the deck that was literally dying, it came back out of the ashes. The Dimir
one?
Rogues is
Yeah.
Rogues is coming back again. It's winning. Even I have the new mono green deck, the aggro version, the new one with the new cards. I don't like it at all. It's really, it's okay, I guess. I like the old one better. The old one is much more, I would say, more fast paced. The Dimir one, the Dimir is Dimir, and that deck has a good
Consistent.
consistency.
It's consistent.
Caruso says Ikoria had companion broken mechanic. Yeah, but they had to
They fixed
Yeah,
it.
but it was broken until they nerfed it.
exactly. It was
Or
broken until
actually,
they
no,
nerfed it.
I agree more with JP in that case. Like until they fixed it.
Yeah.
'Cause, like it was just legitimately like a broken ass mechanic, and then they just made it like a mechanic that is still used in the
Mhm.
format, but that isn't like ridiculous.
Exactly. Yes,
Because
that is completely true.
Lurrus is still really, really, really strong.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
card is still stupid.
And Yorion is still making a mess. Every time I play
Yes.
Arena, I have to deal at least with 2 Yorion decks every night, and it's just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, and that now in standard we have these random like janky combo decks right now. It's really crazy. Like, oh, I'm gonna play what's it called? Final Glory or Glory's End. I have an extra turn, and then in that other turn, yeah, you get another one. It's like,
Yeah, because sometimes they'll just play the same card like 4 times in a row, and you're just like, okay. I mean, I
Okay.
didn't even want to play Magic.
yeah.
It just feels like you're
Exactly.
playing Commander against me instead of playing, Standard.
No, yeah, but with you, your turns, I know that with your turns, we can end the Snyder Cut like in stream. I swear. Like I
In
think we
4
would be
hours.
halfway of the movie, and you'll be like, okay, so I think I missed the trigger. Let me go back.
Oh.
Okay, guys. So this is what JP sent us. Add it to the stream. Boop. And let me make it big. So first up here, he says, here are some things that you can expect. I think we can mention a
Let's go
couple
one
of
by
them.
let's go one by one.
Yeah, let's go one by one.
Other than they're not that many, we can speculate for each.
True. So the first one is a white card with the rule text draw 3 cards.
I can tell you right there what's going to happen. It's going to be you and your opponent draw 3 cards. Look, just watch.
Actually, in the comments, they mentioned Convoke, and
Okay.
Convoke is interesting because this being a magic-based set, like a very like Spellslinger, wizards-based set, having like conjuration, so summoning stuff, it can be pretty prevalent. So Convoke can help with that, and that mechanic would work really well with white for something like, let's say, 2 white. You can't spend mana, Convoke, draw 3 cards. So it's basically you need to tap 4 creatures to draw 3 cards.
It's still a huge downside, and I just kind of hate the idea.
Yes,
but think about it like this. Okay, Orengo. So we're talking about Mark Rosewater's like list of
Spoiler
things that
Mabadu.
might happen. So
They're
the first one,
gonna happen. Acuérdate. That's the whole point of these.
okay. So the first one is a white card with the rule text draw 3. So
Yep.
I guess I think that this is going to be the card.
Yeah.
It's going to be an uncommon, probably. Maybe a rare, maybe. I doubt it, but it's going to be an uncommon. It's going to have the Convoke mechanic, and it's going to be instant. Because I remember that back when the first Ravnica set came out, Convoke became a very popular thing with the mono white deck, the mono white aggro. Because you would use I forgot the name is I know it's a Loxodon. You would convoke him, and every card that you use to convoke him gives them each one receives a counter. Yeah, and then you had the the enchantment that exiles cards. You had convoke as well.
Yeah.
I would say this is me going a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I would say it would be an instant uncommon with convoke, and it might cost around 4 to 5 mana.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be an instant. They're not too strong for an instant. Even at 4 or 5 mana, that's insanity.
At 4 mana, Harmonize says draw 3, and that's green.
Yeah,
That's
and that's
green.
green. A sorcery, and it's used literally in every green deck that you can possibly fit in. Yeah. I mean, commander decks, obviously not like, but like in commander decks, you would use that if you're playing mono green. It would probably be a sorcery.
Even if you're splashing green, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Not like an amazing idea.
White
but
green,
still,
maybe.
It has to
Yeah.
be like really bad
Or
colors with green. Like if it's Gruul, yeah, I still
really
support
bad colors.
No,
Is that
and
like
real-
many?
white-
Many
white green.
just
Yeah.
bad colors.
anything that is not a blue. It is a bad color.
Counterpoint black.
I mean, black is cute, but you gotta pay life, dude.
You-
In
you-
blue, you just gotta be.
You
good.
didn't like you didn't play Commander with us where I drew 20 cards with
Yeah, because
with
you're just
Necropotent.
cancer. You're just a cancerous being. That's regardless if you
Was
play
it-
in
was it-
black,
was-
sir.
Was
It's
it
like
20
regardless.
cards or like
Regardless.
total of 40 cards?
I don't
not
know.
sure.
You were
I
just
don't
being a
remember.
disgusting person. That's what
I know.
You're,
I know this. I know
Drawing 40
this.
cards is pretty average, you know.
You know, I know
it's
this.
okay.
In game 3, nobody let me play.
Yeah,
That was
true.
funny as
True.
heck. I'm gonna cast. No, John, I'm gonna counter it. And I'm like, sure.
I mean, to be fair, if we had let you play those cards, it was literally just gonna be impossible to deal with you later.
Yeah,
so.
but you guys. But again, if you would have not comboed off, I would have won. I had 8 gates.
so you're saying that they did a good job.
No,
Exactly.
like he was just okay. He plays a thing, we counter it or destroy it.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can't do anything else. Pay 3 mana, Maze's End.
Mason's End,
might
and
as
then
well.
I didn't play
Got
a
it.
land. I would play Mason's End again, and then I would
Got
do it again, and I'm like, okay, I keep
Yeah,
it here. Literally, that was my turns every time.
Yeah.
I would like
I see it. I
Hey,
see it.
mana.
Trust
Try
me,
to
I
play
would have done
counter.
something about it. I just didn't have the Field of Ruin.
Good
like in
thing you
hand.
didn't. Good thing you didn't. Like I was like, everybody's killing each other, countering my stuff as well. I'm like, well then, I'm just gonna keep collecting gates. The gate watch needs their gates.
Oh man.
And Nando was like, lol, yep, he was one of the
Yep.
players that was with us. And then boy, I was draining life like I was drinking water.
He was that game. I was like actually not like pun
Oh.
unintended, like afraid for my life.
Using a banned commander, but yeah.
It's not banned.
He's not banned in multi. He was banned in
It's
duels
ba-
for a while.
Oh,
I
it
don't
was
know.
banned in, but isn't it banned
in?
in 1v1?
Yeah,
dude.
but
Yeah.
in duels. He was
Okay.
banned in duels.
But
It's really
that,
strong.
that last game was super, super hilarious. It was funny that, again, like I mentioned before, we could have watched the Snyder Cut that night while Chris is doing his turns.
It was great.
You know.
Oh god.
Okay, guys, second card is a Planeswalker you know, but not as you know them.
Yeah, a lot of
So-
people were speculating that
Johnny
it
in
was-
black.
No.
No. No, I mean they were speculating a lot of planeswalkers, but they were speculating mechanically that it was gonna be like a weird type of planeswalker. They were like suggesting that it could have, like, some people suggested, oh, it's Karn, but he's actually not, like, he's lost his spark, so he's actually gonna be a creature. And they say that because at the end there's one of the creature types, it is a legendary construct. So they're saying like, oh, he lost his spark because he's a teacher now, I guess, and now he's like a legendary creature. He's not going to be a planeswalker. But they're also thinking that Karn or someone like Ren 6, no, but or like one of those, that they're gonna be a planeswalker, but like in a weird way. That's
Well,
what. they're-
Okay.
What I read was the Rowan and Kenrith.
that was the other thing.
So,
Yeah.
so
Go ahead.
as a modal dual face card.
Dual face card.
But I say that mechanic could be used for Ren and 6 in the Innistrad set.
True as well.
One side is Ren, the other side is 6, even
But
though the actual Planeswalker name would be Ren and 6.
But
I see.
But the Rowan and the other one makes sense because I think they did say that there is a double modal face card that both sides is the same type. So that theory holds pretty much a lot of weight.
Planeswalker, that would
Exactly.
that'll be
So
interesting.
it makes sense what you're saying.
I just hope that the abilities are amazing, like that I can put it in the Golos commander.
I mean,
No,
you probably can,
Hey,
but you're gonna actually, if you go lows, can you pick, or is it
Yeah,
automatic?
you can pick. You can pick.
Yeah.
That's why I got the Essica creature card that has
Right,
the
right.
enchantment.
Mhm.
Because as soon as they're in the exile pile, I still have to play them. So
Yeah, you
when
can
I
cast
play
them.
them, I have to choose
it.
which side. So
yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
cool.
makes sense. Yeah. Throw in any of the
is
any of those.
as well if you have the double-sided lands, if you play a card that plays the land on top of your library, you can choose which side you want. because you're still playing it.
There was
Oh,
one. There was.
yeah,
I
and
know
there
there's
was
an
like
instance though that you can't choose. I don't know what instance that is, and it's specifically into the lands.
Cascade.
Eso. There we
Something
go.
Okay.
like, because they changed it for Tybalt's trickery.
True.
They
Which, by
changed
the way,
because
Tibble surgery is cancer too.
it technically now counts as a cascade type mechanic.
I
So
wonder
you
if
don't.
Tabal's
Okay.
trickery is like looking towards like a ban anytime soon because
They already fixed the problem
Yeah.
with it.
Hmm.
I don't
So
think so.
They banned Tibble trickery como quiera.
yeah,
They
but they
did?
banned it in like another format, didn't they?
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
wasn't
They did it.
standard.
They banned them in other formats, but it is banned in a couple formats. I think, yeah, literally a couple. Pretty
Damn.
sure.
Cards don't survive in Magic the Gathering.
No, that's. I feel like the rule of the like, oh, it's a new card, and you guys gotta play. Now they don't care anymore. Like,
Yeah.
God dang it, we screwed it up. That should have just said counter a opponent spell, not any stupid spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been the fix. Literally, it would have been.
Yeah. Okay. So a card featuring Paulo Victor Damo da Rosas likeness for winning the World Championship.
Now,
I
that's
haven't
cool.
done that in a while.
Exactly. That's why it's kind of
So
cool.
it's kind of it's cool.
That is cool because
really
I know
cool.
that in the unstable set there were a couple of cards that had the likeness of a lot of players.
Mhm.
So seeing that in standard, that would be fun.
Hopefully,
You
it's
know.
something playable. Because
Exactly. Exactly.
Uncommon gank that no one uses ever.
Not like that token that got banned in the secret layer. Not playable.
Oh.
Okay, next card is a spell with 3x in its mana cost. Holy cow.
People were joking around. It's gonna be XXX white for a sorcery, and only if you pay 3 in each X will you draw 3 cards.
3 cards. I know.
Oh.
Imagine.
No,
Imagine.
that's
This is like-
terrible.
What is
You
that? 10 mana?
imagine that? Oh god, come on. No.
So
No,
it's 3
no.
X's. We haven't had a lot of cards that have 3 X's, right? That's not a common.
Astral Cornucopia.
Yeah, that's
So
the
where
one that I thought of.
you get a charge like a counter, and it can add any color mana depending on which one you choose.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure that's the only one that can come to
Oh,
mind.
Exactly. That's the one I thought of too. But
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
man.
I know
I
there's
don't
another
know.
one because I'm positive. Oh man, I
think it's
know
like
that
a-
I've like attempted to play a card that had like 3x in their mana cost.
Okay.
I mean,
But
it sounds
dang.
cool, but it's probably gonna have to be like hopefully like a game-ending type of thing. Because
Yeah,
it's just-
exactly.
It sounds
Has
like
to
an
be
Izzet card,
something.
by the way. It sounds like a stupid Izzet card.
Yo, yeah.
Like an epic experiment type.
Yeah, like
type
a super epic experiment bullshit.
Which reminds me, epic experiment could be reprinted. That sounds something.
Yeah, that
viable.
would be kind of cool in standard. Like, it's not gonna do
Yeah.
amazing things.
Okay, next card or statement is introduction of a new evergreen keyword.
Now that's spicy.
Evergreen keyword?
Yeah, like
the,
flying.
the
Menace,
keyword is going to be
flying,
evergreen? Or?
haste. Evergreen is like those like forever. They're forever.
Oh, okay.
What
So
would
haste,
be
Flying,
what
trample.
would be that one? We're in a wizard
I think-
set, so it has to. I think it has to do something with like wizardy things.
Mhm. I think it definitely like. Is it just going to be another? Oh, you can't block it if you don't have an X thing,
I don't
like,
think
or
so.
is or
I don't think so.
I would hope not, to be honest, because
And
I mean, even
again,
though
it
those
says
mechanics are fun.
new, and it says new, so we're gonna see something like that we might see in future sets.
Evergreen implies that it has a keyword or that it's used constantly in different sets.
That
like
it's a-
flying.
Yeah,
Stuff like
flying, and
So it has
haste.
to be something not obviously over like super
Like-
broken.
Mhm.
The last evergreen keyword I remember.
Squirreling. That's what we need.
Menace.
Menace
Because
was
Menace
the
was
last
just it can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. Right?
Mhm.
It has
one. So it can't be something super ridiculous because
Well,
or
that's-
super complicated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want it to be like another. Oh, it can't be blocked unless kind of thing. Like flying. It can't be blocked unless like nothing has flying. Menace is like
Oh,
can't
I
be
see
blocked
what you
unless by
mean.
2 or more creatures. Like,
yeah.
I just don't want another mechanic that's like, oh, it's just another condition for you to block it. Like,
Mhm, mhm. Something a
Yeah.
little more original.
Yeah.
I get it.
Something similar, even though that's not a keyword. Something that comes to mind is spell mastery from the Magic Origins set. There's
Yeah.
like you have to have two instant and or sorceries in your graveyard for it to trigger, and you can just get an additional effect.
Mhm.
Something similar to that sounds appropriate. Maybe even bringing spell mastery back. It's a pretty balanced mechanic, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I remember. That was the time that Shaman of the Pack appeared, and people cried.
Mhm.
Okay, next card is a red sorcery that you can have as many copies in your deck as you want.
Now that's cool, but it
With
better not be
Briggy?
very broken because it could, it
Yeah.
could create issues.
Why? Just have a full mono red deck with that card.
It's
Can you
wait,
imagine?
if it was
You
an
can have
instant or
unlimited shots
sorcery.
in your stupid deck, or something crazy like that.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Oh,
I'd
God.
love that.
Okay, Caruso is saying modular instant / sorcery.
Is that one of the things that Mark?
No,
was playing
I
for,
think
or-
he's just saying like because I know that we have creature and instant and sorceries. What if we have? Oh wait, don't we use that? Those are double-sided cards, like in Cat.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Well,
'cause they're not like double sided. They're just like two cards on like
yeah,
one
exactly.
card.
The what's called split cards, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that you had to pay the whole thing if you want to use both effects.
No,
No.
First one effect, and then when it's in your graveyard, you activate the aftermath.
No,
effect.
but that was for Cat. I mean the split cards,
Oh,
the
the
other
split
ones.
cards, but you still only paid for one. You can't pay.
You
for
only
you
all.
only
pay for
pay for one.
one, but in one Ravnica set, it had fuse,
Yes,
and
Yeah.
the fuse mechanic
Okay.
lets you pay for both at the same
exactly.
Okay.
Which I think
Then
was hella cool.
Ananda's like mono red is back, baby. Look.
time. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Oh
'cause
no,
we-
guys, I'm not. Yo. Mono red is back in standard. That deck is super stupid right now.
Yeah.
But we don't
I
need more
wanted to make
pieces,
mono
John.
red-
That's
mono
what we're
red.
saying.
Exactly.
I know. I don't want more
That's-
pieces. Like no, I like. Look, as a past mono red player, I would say today officially, on March 20th, 2021,
Hold on,
mono
let me
red
write
is
that
the
down
most
just in case.
stupidest deck in the whole wide world.
I mean,
I
it is literally
hate it.
made for stupid.
I know that I played it for like 3 seasons straight. Obviously, Hasoret was amazing. But no, stop.
Yeah, but to be
Stop,
honest, that was
please.
a different mono red though, because mono red back in
That
like the Amonkhet days was more like a mid-rangey mono red, and I like that shit.
Yeah,
By
but you had
killing
the
you
mid-
in turn 4 or 5? How is that
Exactly.
mid range, my dude? What are you talking about?
I mean, okay, wait, no, I used that wrong. It's not that it was mid-range; it's just that you could actually get like, you could get into late game just fine instead of like with like usual mono red, which is just kind of like.
Maybe what he means is they used to play Glorybringer, and as a 5-drop in aggro, you're like, oh damn, okay, that's heavy. Even though Glorybringer just
We can
ends
just
the
end
game.
the game.
Ends the
Exactly.
game. Glorybringer.
Oh,
Okay, next game.
woe is me. You can't win me because you don't have lightning bolts and finish me turn 2.
or if you were like me, that instead of running
Turn
Glory
5 is
Bringer,
pretty late to me. Come on.
I remember.
for a mono red player. Of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for me was I had Glory Bringer in my sideboard, and I would play 4 Hazarets.
Oh no, I
And
had
then I had
Glorybringer
a
main board
bunch
'cause
of, like,
I was
Little
bored.
haste creatures that would do a lot, especially Bomat. That was one of my favorite cards.
Yes, Bomat was the best card. Yes,
It's
Card
like,
drawing
oh,
red.
I have 3 Bomats, one with 2 cards, one with 5. The other one just got in, so it's one. Oh, you're going to destroy them? I'm gonna pay 3 mana, stack their effects, and draw all of that.
there was like some of the decks that used like the cockroach too. It was like what was it
Oh,
called?
yeah.
That fun Kaladesh deck. Mardu vehicles.
Mardu vehicles, yeah. That was stupid broken because that was had this card Kiron. What was the name?
Heart of Quran.
Heart of Kiron. Yeah, that you could even use loyalty counters to play him as a
Screw it.
creature.
Yes. So you
Oh,
would just
oh,
have
oh,
the
and
stupid
Vigilance.
combo with the Gideon.
Vigilance. There you go.
Yep.
Oh my god, no, we don't need We don't need more pieces for mono red, please. Good thing it's a sorcery, so you can't cast it in the opponent's turn.
But
But
Briggy, like the god, you you can have as many
oh,
as you need. Like okay, then if you find a way, like unless it's not cost like 1 or 2 mana, then it'll be fine. But even at 3 mana is a bit, just oh look, it just keep on casting it forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yep.
oh my god, no, please, no, please.
Nah, I know
Okay.
exactly what we need. You just make it like a red 1/1 haste creature, and you can have as many of them as you want in the
No,
deck.
because it's a sorcery. That's the gimmick. That's it. It's not
Oh,
a creature
right, I
this
forgot
time.
about that.
That's why it's kind of interesting because it would be the first one that you can have multiple copies.
Yeah.
Usually, and that I think they mentioned in the comments. Usually, cards that you can have any amount of copies you want usually stack on top of one another. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
the more you have, maybe on the graveyard, possibly that's probably the way they're gonna be able to count it. Because of the amount that you have in the graveyard, it might stack and do better things, like burn you for more. Maybe the first one burns you for 0
Okay.
because you don't have any, and then it'll burn you for 1, maybe for 2, maybe for 3. Like maybe it could be something like that. It sounds like it should be something
Bergie
simple
and a
like that.
one-costed sorcery.
Maybe it shouldn't be one costed. Maybe it should be 2 costed to be a little more
You know-
fair. But yeah.
You know what mechanic would be cool in this set?
Mhm.
Split second.
Which goes to the next card.
Oh, okay.
Future
so-
sight.
okay.
Oh, okay. The next card it says, just give me a second. Okay, first card, a future shifted card
Oh.
appearing for the first time in a premiere set other than Future Sight.
So again, this goes back to the concept that future side revealed cards that were in development, or ideas and concept of cards that were in development for future sets.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice to see one finally appear. The last card I remember
Wasn't an unset.
no, it was actually it was an unset. The factory
Steam
brig
Flagger
worker,
or something.
steam brig something.
Oh, you mean the Goblin?
Yeah, the Steam
The
Flogger,
only
some
black
Steam Flogger boss,
bordered
or, like,
card
Goblin or
in
whatever.
Unstable.
Yeah.
And also, I remember in Amonkhet, the bird Aven Mind Sensor.
Yeah.
It was also the first time it was being printed outside of Future Sight, and it fit the theme of the whole thing. So,
Oh yeah, perfectly.
I was just doing a little quick Google search, trying to. It's kind of hard to show all the cards. I was just looking and trying to through Skyfall, because it's probably the only one you can filter out all the Future Sight unique cards.
Yeah.
It's so many. It's just too many to try to think of a specific one.
I mean,
But,
what looks like wizardy and like Strix related?
So you see, I thought of Bitter Ordeal, but that's just me because it's obviously never going to happen. It's probably never going to happen. But man, Bitter Ordeal is search target player's library for a card and remove that card from the game. Then that player shuffles his or her library. Except it has this little mechanic. Called Gravestorm, and it's just
the Gravestorm.
whenever you play this spell, you copy it for each permanent put into the graveyard this turn.
So
Just
you're
exile an
suggesting,
entire library.
so you're suggesting you're gonna stick more Gravestorm cards as opposed to having just Storm cards?
Maybe I don't know.
I would like to see more Gravestorm because we only got one. So it'd be
Yeah.
cool to have more. I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, obviously, Storm in general is stupid, and Gravestorm could easily be abusable. But it'd be cool to have more Gravestorm cards. Like, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Game Nights episode, the one that has the new one. Flusterstorm for storm count of 10.
Yeah.
Try to counter that, boy.
I just saw a really fun combo. Like I was just looking up Bitter Ordeal. I just saw Yanni Expertise, or I don't even know how his name is pronounced, but
interesting.
All creatures get -3/-3 until the end of the turn. Then you cast a card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So you just cast Bitter Ordeal by. Oh wow, that is fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
You're
there's
giving
this card.
JP ideas.
Spellweaver Volute. It's a future shifted card. Enchantment aura. Enchant instant card in a graveyard.
Okay.
Whenever you play a sorcery spell, copy the enchanted instant card. You may play the copy without paying its mana cost. If you do, remove the enchanted card from the game and attach Spellweaver Volute to another instant card in your graveyard.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I like
You
how
know,
that sounds.
just thinking, it's very weird, but it's like a very spell slingy type card. It's future shifted. Well, it's just ideas like of possibilities. There's only a certain amount of future shifted cards, which makes it easier to understand what actually Vidalcan Aether Mage, the wizard cycling the wizard cycling card that could be as well.
Hmm.
You just pay
It's a
3
couple.
mana to discard a card and search for a wizard.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Well, there'll be a couple. That one kind of makes sense,
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you're gonna
definitely.
stick so many wizards. Yeah.
Okay.
Which also
So
is the question. Maybe Vidalcan.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god. A reprint of Vidalcan Ori, please. Um
No.
No.
I mean, yes,
yes,
because
for driving the price down, sure. but no
exactly.
Yeah.
for
That's what I'm
not.
saying.
standard.
I don't want it in standard. Can we get it like Modern
No.
Horizons or something? That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
That'd be a
Not
little
in
too
standard. We don't need
Not
stuff like that
standard.
in standard.
much.
Okay, next one. An MDFC with the same card type on both sides that hasn't been printed before.
Yeah,
So,
that's the one
again-
we were theorizing it's gonna be the double planeswalker.
Either sorcery instant, it's like
Double Walker.
one, or probably double walker.
Mm-hmm.
I would like a
Double
double
Walker would
That's
be
like-
really
Double Walker would be very cool. I feel that's
Yeah.
nice.
Next card is a card sharing something never shared before.
Which is very, very, very vague.
Oh, of course. Well, that's
Sharing-
kind of the joke of these things. Too.
Okay, well,
No,
sharing.
That's really vague.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hold on, wait. When it says never shared before, are we going with never shared in
Creature type.
like in just no, but like black border, or are we going with
Oh.
like silver border? Because there you had stuff like sharing watermarks or sharing other like, which watermark is ridiculous, but
A
well,
keyword.
actually, yeah. Like,
yeah.
I was thinking of maybe like either a keyword or because we've done names and creature types, if I'm not mistaken, because there's something that like shares planeswalker name, I think. I don't know if I've
No,
seen that before.
I'm not sure, but I know about like unspells that have trample, like instant a damage spell that has trample.
yes.
Yes. That would be
So
amazing.
something similar like that. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think trample would be done since it's never seen before.
Hmm.
I don't know how it would work. Maybe something
Share.
with flying, an instant with
'Cause- no,
flying.
but I think we've already seen cards that like share card type. Well, no, not really. We've only seen like something that said that says like, oh, like if it has X keyword, well, this also has X keyword, but we haven't seen like if they share a keyword,
Mhm.
So that could be kind of a thing. Like if they both share flying, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but that would just be the same thing as like all flying creatures, or yeah. So no.
Yeah, it's not.
If they share,
It's just way too vague to like. We could speculate on that
It is.
singular thing forever.
it is.
Mhm.
Okay, next one is a cycle of enemy dual lands finishing off a 10 card cycle.
I have a
JP,
theory.
which one is that one?
My theory is the Zendikar Battlelands.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay.
That will be nice because the you could finish off with the enemy cycle,
Mhm.
and they're pretty balanced because they only come untapped if you have 2 or more basics,
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
forcing you to run more basics. Which
Everyone runs a lot of basics, so they're not.
Yeah, but-
they're gonna be really good for this set in any case. And they do good for this standard,
yeah, and then
Yeah.
and you have a swamp mountain, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's my opinion. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Swamp.
sure.
Did we
Uh,
get the enemy lands from Kaladesh?
Kaladesh finished the cycle.
Exactly.
The
They did?
original cycle was from that's Mirrodin.
Are you talking about
Yes.
Amonkhet that had
The
the
fast
cycle
lands.
ones?
No, Kaladesh is the fast lands.
I know.
Yeah,
that.
the fast lands.
Yeah, Kaladesh finished the cycle.
Yeah.
The original cycle was from Mirrodin way back then when.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
So-
cycle lands are unfinished, but I think those are exactly the colors that we already got. Like the
Okay.
what I mean is the cycle that we're
Like
seeing in the
we
set
got
is the
like
same one.
the
No,
enemy ones.
No, we
well,
got the. Did we get? Oh, we didn't get the enemy.
We didn't get
the
the-
enemies. We
No, we
we have
didn't.
the ally.
But that
So,
could be the one, but that would imply that they're cycling this, and I don't think there could be cycle. Maybe.
Nah.
I mean, if there is cycling, that
There is
reinforce-
cycling in Ikoria. Ikoria has
Yeah,
a
but
lot
we
of
don't have
cycling
like
mechanics.
No,
cycling
but I'm
lands.
talking
do we?
about
We just
here.
have like the cycling like triple lands and like that's not.
Sí,
Is that
sí, sí, sí.
Ikoria? Yeah, that's Ikoria, no?
No, and I'm happy with those.
Like the cycling
Wow.
triomes or something
No,
like that.
yeah, you're right. It probably has to be the Zendikar one. That's the one you guys said, right?
yeah, the battle lands.
Yeah, it has to be those ones.
Let's say the official name because it's the Tango lands. Well,
Oh,
nobody
okay.
calls them that.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense because they need something that doesn't come untapped because all you got is triomes, a lot of modal lands, a lot of basics, and then Fable Passage, which kind of like helps you a little bit. But
Yep.
if you're running 2 to 3 colors, you have to use triomes, and then it is very slow. So
I'm just currently bothered by who the hell decided to call them Tango lands, but just keep going.
They're
I think it
from
was like-
Battle for Zendikar, so they're the battle lands. Makes sense. No, the Tango lands.
it's like a community thing. I think the community gives you the names.
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
But
Wow.
the community gave them this name.
Like
Why would you
Battlelands.
call them the Tango
Tango
lands?
Yeah, I agree.
Because
Just
they
bad.
can.
Battle for Zendikar, battle lands.
I
Okay.
gotta know like. What? Keep going. I'm just here just like
Okay.
Google searching the Tango.
Okay, so he says here are some snippets for rules text that appear in the set. One of them is search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creatures with different names.
That's a reanimation card.
Mhm.
100%.
Yep.
100%. That's gonna be like a 6 mana reanimation, reanimate 4, or like 8 mana reanimate 4, something stupid like that. But that's a reanimation card. I feel like that's just search your library and you just put them into play.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
like
the
green
other
black. Or like we already know that the commands are coming, and
Yeah.
the commands there's a green black. So I feel like that's a green black card, like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
okay, next snip is otherwise put a study counter on it.
It'll
Maybe
probably
like
be an
another book
enchantment.
or like a tome.
Sounds like an enchantment. I
Yeah,
feel
I-
To
I
me,
feel
it
it's
just sounds
blue.
like it's probably just gonna be another tome because we already have like 3 or 4 tomes like running around.
I don't know why I feel like it's gonna be white, even though it
I
feels
think it's
blue.
going to be white.
I don't know.
What if it's just like the
Because
enchantment version
white,
of
white,
like, a
white
Mystic
already
Study or something?
has white
Oh,
already has
God.
knowledge counters.
Like a blue
Okay.
enchantment Ristic Study kind of deal.
Oh.
Okay, next card is untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control.
You skip the whenever a permanent entering the
Oh,
battlefield
my bad.
causes a triggered ability to trigger, which people are like, Panharmonicon. I was like, maybe, probably not.
Please no.
No.
I have a weird take. Maybe it's something like a instant or sorcery that has a like you play it and then for the rest of the turn that thing happens. So it's like
Okay.
balanced on Harmonicon maybe. Like oh yeah, you get it for one turn, and then you try to go off that one turn. Could create a combo deck like that. In standard, doesn't have
Can't wait to
proper,
put it in my commander deck.
standard doesn't have a proper combo deck right now, right?
True. No.
No.
Problem with combo decks is either they overtake the entire meta or they don't, and they're niche. So very few times are they balanced.
Yeah.
So, what you guys think about the one that I mentioned first? The untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control.
Convoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds convokey.
Yeah.
Like
The
a
next
weird
one
combo.
is it's something that JP does in every commander game. Pay 10 life.
It sounds like it's gonna be on probably on a legendary creature.
Draw 10 cards.
That would
Oh,
be
God.
insane.
That would be insane.
That would
No.
That should not happen.
No. Okay.
happen.
No. God Christ, no. Is it Grizzlebrand, the professor? He's just chilling there, and then it's like, oh yeah, my ability is I don't get to
Professor
fly anymore,
Grizzlebrand.
and I guess I don't have lifelink, but it's okay, guys. Pay 10 or draw 10. That's all I do. That's all I do.
Jesus,
So
no.
let's put a lifelink
3
count.
mana, pay 10, draw 10.
Yeah. What did you just say? 3 mana?
Yeah.
You crazy
This is
lunatic!
fine. This is fine.
The thing is that Orengo was like, okay, but wait, 3 mana.
This is fair. I consider this to be fair. Yes, fair trade.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
I mean, theoretically, it is still half your life.
Yeah.
True.
People play Grizzlegram, and then if they have 22 life, they will play the 21 just to draw like half their deck because they don't care because it's Grizzlebrand.
Yep.
That's how good it is to have that type of ability. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Next one is repeat this process 6 more times.
We've seen a card similar to that. I'm not sure if it was like the Obnixilis something or Nicol Bolas is something. It does one effect, and then it does either one out of 3 effects, and you choose like the worst one. It's like the least worst one for you, and you just repeat it again until it hurts.
Yeah.
I think it's like a Obnixilis Torment or something like that. Or Anchor.
Okay.
You just get it's not a it's like mana cost. It wasn't a good card.
And that one probably won't be a good
That probably won't be a good card, but
Well, sounds splashy, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next one is pest, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders.
which
Pests is what I
yeah,
find kind of interesting.
best.
Like nothing. Like all the rest is kind of whatever. Like spiders and wizards. Yeah, those things kind of usually go around together. Bats,
Mhm.
it's a little bit more like fringe, I guess. But yeah, it just always goes in there. But pests.
Do you imagine it's like a land like the Swarm Yard, but for those types?
I feel like it'll be tied to a mechanic.
Okay.
I feel like maybe like a mechanic.
Study group. So it's not party mechanic. It's the study group mechanic.
If you control 4 or more wizards,
Exactly.
You have
Oh
a
God,
study
no!
group.
Oh, they better not do something crazy like that because Azusa is just gonna. Azusa no es
yeah,
Azusa.
Azami,
Azami will go freaking insane. So
Azami tap to win.
tap to win. Yeah, it's already tap to win, so I can't even imagine like, oh yeah, to just
Tap
when
to
you have
all
4
more.
wizards, you get to draw the 20 cards.
Yeah,
No.
when you have 15 wizards, you just win the game because
Exactly on the spot
Big
because
brain.
you know they're
No,
big
it's
brain. They're all
fine.
big
Look,
brain. Exactly,
Look,
they'll pass the
okay,
test.
no, I get it.
Yes.
I think I know what's gonna happen. You know how Maro likes to bring things from outside of the game. When you control 4 wizards, just bring a card from outside of the game because they came up with something new, a new idea. There you go.
Oh yeah, and then somebody in standard is going to play Emrakul just for fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
We already got a
Yes.
tutor
Why
in
not?
historic that does exactly that. We don't need more of that. We don't.
Yep.
Next line is each mode must target a different player. That sounds like a commander
Pretty-
card.
That sounds
I
like a
like
splashy
that.
commander card.
it
Yeah.
also sounds pretty basic. Like it could be a modal card.
Mhm.
No, it is a modal card. But
Oh.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty-
next one is whenever an opponent activates an ability that isn't a mana ability.
So I feel like it's gonna be a red card. It's gonna punish, like dealing damage. It's probably gonna be attached to a creature, or it's gonna be a creature, artifact, or enchantment. Even though it's a lot of.
I feel like it's
a lot
gonna be.
of
I feel like
permanent
it's gonna be something easy to get rid of. I don't know.
Exactly.
'cause-
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like it's gonna be enchantment actually.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, it could be an enchantment. I guess is going to be an enchantment. This one is where X is the number of cards in your library.
That's a mill card.
Yeah.
That's a mill card. It's gonna.
I like it. More cards for Demir rogues.
Draw X cards where X is the number of cards in your library.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Yeah, sure. That sounds completely fair. Yeah.
And then creature types.
Pay 10 too.
Yes. Pay attention to. Okay, and finally, here are some creature type lines from the set. I'm just going to mention them, and then you guys give me your thoughts. So we got Turtle Druid,
Cool.
Bird Warlock,
Nice.
Frog Wizard,
Cool.
Spirit Dwarf,
Interesting.
Troll Druid,
Or druids.
I Bat,
I- An eye.
an
I-
Ibat.
I like
It's an
that.
Wait,
eye.
wait.
That
Isn't there
sounds
like I think there's a video game that the bat has only one eye. I don't remember right now, but there is. Legendary creature Vampire Warlock.
Hopefully it has a sacrifice mechanic.
Really, JP?
Yes.
I mean,
Come
to
on.
be fair though, Warlock, Vampire,
And Vampire,
come on,
yes, I know.
That sounds like it sacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to give more cards to JP's commander?
I
I
mean,
have
yes,
Commander
because
right
to be
now.
honest, I just want there to finally be like a sacrifice thing that like directly interests me. So if there's more sacrifice things, I might find something that interests me personally.
Oh God!
No.
Like you got Orengo, the blue player, and
Sacrifice a
me,
creature, draw a card.
the
That's what I
Uber
want.
player.
All I
It's
want.
like no,
No.
please,
I
no.
don't like sacrificing.
Okay, next one is
'Cause you
Orc
can't counter it.
Shaman.
Orc Shaman.
Yeah,
That's
Orc
easy.
Shaman.
Have we not seen Orc Shaman before? Or am I just thinking D&D?
Yeah, there is
yeah.
in Dragons of Tarkir, the dash mechanic. There is an Orc Shaman.
Yeah.
I think it will lower the cost of the dash.
There's also an Irish Shaman. Irish Shaman, like the card is an Orc Shaman.
Okay. So next one is Dryad Druid,
Lot of
and
druids.
then the one that
Whoa, wait,
mentioned-
hold on. Dryad Druid? What's the point of that?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It says it right there.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's the point of that? Isn't a dryad supposed to be like a bunch of druids together, anyways?
No.
No,
No.
Dryad is like a tree spirit.
exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
remember
my
the
bad,
Dryad,
my
even
bad.
the Dryad
Never mind, yeah.
land, the one one.
Mhm.
Okay,
I bought one of those. Haha.
I want one of those so bad.
Next card and final card is legendary artifact creature construct.
Yeah, which people are speculating
AKA
it's Karn.
I think it's Karn. Yeah.
Memnite the Returned.
I don't feel like it's fine. last time we saw Karn, he was like, "But Phyrexia is a problem. We should deal with it."
Yeah,
And not
and no
having a
one listened to
Planeswalker-
him.
And nobody listened to him. But like, not having a Planeswalker spark kind of, messes with like maybe Phyrexia needs to build the.
Oh, but remember, it's fine because Kaya can just like take non-planeswalkers to places now.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys,
Oh,
that was the list. What do you guys expect of this? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you pumped?
I'm actually it's very interesting because we haven't had a proper I just feel because it's wizards, it's gonna be a more spell slingy type set, which is very interesting for the draft format. Just having empty fields and everyone with a hand full, just waiting for that opportune moment to just go off. And having
What's
Not
that?
a creature. Haha, shock it.
that sounds like
And-
very very interesting.
Yeah, and then you have that creeper with the shock, and then you have Orengo with a counter.
Yeah.
Which counter spells, I'm expecting at least 1 3 mana counter spell that has a reduced cost or
I
something.
want.
Oh yeah,
one-
like the
one-
wizard
one
one,
mana
the
cost
wizard's
counter
retort
spell.
or something
That's
like
what I
Yeah,
want.
that.
Wizard's Last Resort.
Something like that. Something very interesting with a counter spell. Counter spell has to be in, but
No, they're never gonna print counter spell ever again.
I mean-
but,
something
I
similar.
wanted to, but
I don't think it would be a good idea. Trust me, the blue player is telling you it would not be a good idea.
4 mana
Okay.
counter target spell
Sure.
costs 2 less if you control 4 wizards.
So
The
it would be like a
study group.
strictly worse one from Dominaria. Like the Dominaria one wasn't even played that much, and it was like counter spell,
Yeah, I
and
guess
it was easy to
maybe
achieve.
Wizards
it
Lighting
was
comes
literally counter spell.
I hope it doesn't
Mhm.
come back. Like Wizards Lighting was such a
Or-
problem for
Why not
so
bring back
long.
both? To be honest,
Because it's just good. It's just gonna get overshadowed. People are just gonna use lightning bolt
Yeah.
constantly. They're not gonna
Good.
use. Yeah, okay. We
Good.
don't want that again. That's
Yes.
what we're trying to avoid.
Yes,
we want to have
we do.
diversity in format.
yes,
Like if
we
you
do.
if you
Orengo.
put
Okay,
lightning,
then.
if
Okay,
you're putting a
Christopher.
lightning bolt in the standard set, people are just gonna gravitate to mono red all over again. It's just
Yeah.
gonna ruin the format.
And then they're gonna make a card or reprint Soul Scar Mage just for fun.
yeah,
Nah.
I'm just gonna put, yeah, no,
Come on.
stop it. Like,
Come on.
oh,
They're not
before
gonna
we
do
switch
that.
to the other topic, I wanted to
Yeah.
show you guys something very, very quickly. Let me share the screen. I set it up already.
Look, the
It's
creatures are
in
getting big enough
regards
so we can get a
to Strixhaven. So what happens was this guy, Alex Liu, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if he's important or whatever. He got like a box of goodies of Strixhaven from Magic, right? And then when he opens it, like he gets like a little cute wizarding school thing, and then he has like a little page and then a little
Oh
like
man,
emblem.
that's how you know. That's how you know that we're not getting a collab with another entity, because that was going
Look at
to
that.
be your Harry Potter collab, but it
Right,
didn't.
right. No, no, no. Okay, you say that now, but let me show you how bad it gets. So it has
Oh,
a
bad?
student would
Hold
like
on,
to.
wait. Let me strap
Oh,
in
yeah.
for this.
Oh yeah, yeah. We would like to congratulate your acceptance to Strixhaven University. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna read you all this. So they're basically telling you from the event, the March 25th event that we're all gonna be watching, because I'm dying to see what they do with this set.
Yeah.
Okay. So they show you that. Cool. I'm scrolling slowly. So they're showing you the stamps with the house symbols. And says Atraxa will be pleased. Oh yeah, because he has a little Atraxa deck. That's pretty cool. So there's the little emblems, the stamps, right? It's very flavorful. Like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing you like little
The badges.
limited edition pins, cute little pins. Okay, I think it's gonna be now. Okay, no, it's not gonna be here yet. Okay, so
Study
basically
here.
he's giving you
Study
close-ups of the pins. It says study
Study
here, right. Okay.
Wizards, where's our box?
Let me show
We
you
need
the
our
thread.
box.
I'm gonna show you the thread because it gets okay. So house scarves of every house. So if you guys were speculating wildly like we've been doing for so many months, it is obvious as sin that this was gonna have a Harry Potter collaboration. The scarves, dude. And when you see
I
the
saw the
scarves, look at the
scarves and, like,
scarves.
Oh,
Are
my
you kidding? There's no
God.
subtlety to it at all, man. Like, there's no subtlety.
Are you guys ready for that legal battle? Like,
Like,
I don't think you can handle
what the hell is this? Like, oh no, look at this one. Look at that. Like, that's insane.
slither out. Yeah, that's the name
Thank
of the
you,
house.
thank you. Yeah,
Slither out.
the Elderwood Academy, and then there's like a little. I think it's like a little book. I believe.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I
look at that.
love
Look at it's like a little cute little book.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
And he opens it, and then he says, literally no clue what foam inserts are for these, but wow, cool little item. So there's like a lot of look. There's a
Those are
wand.
like for like D20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the big one though, I wonder.
I
I know
think
this
a
is
really
like a
big
wandy.
D20. It's fine.
I guess so. It's like a wand, obviously. This is a wand. I don't know for these. Maybe to put your deck boxes, and I guess it's for a giant D20. I guess so.
Probably Wizards is going to send them more stuff.
Oh,
Probably too. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Boom. So yeah, the scarves. When I saw the scarves the other day, I flipped out. I was like, "Oh my god!" It was so obvious. It was so
Wow.
obvious they wanted to do that stupid collab, but JK stopped it. I wonder
JK,
how
we're gonna
far.
do a collab, JK.
But you know what? I wonder how far they got into it. Like, I'm very curious if they actually printed cards. Like if we got there, or if they were designed, like if they paid artists, and then artists like from here to like when their NDAs expire or whatever, they'll just release the alternate arts of like Dumbledore and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it'd be kind of cool.
Money.
I just can't wait for the spoilers until we start looking at like Academy Headmaster, and you're like,
That should have been.
looks
That
like
should have.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, I know, because it's just gonna be too on the nose. I
Because
feel.
man,
Yeah.
they can't just design. They can't just like design this set to look so much like Hogwarts and not design like a pseudo Dumbledore character.
Oh yeah.
Obvious wizard, the chosen one.
Yeah.
Scar on the forehead.
Yep. Scar on the forehead.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got like a bad vibe here for a second.
Okay.
I really hope and this is just me, like not even talking about the set itself. I'm just talking about like Magic the Gathering lore. I just hope that they don't try to put Jace at the center of things here again with the whole Wizard Academy.
I think Jace is back again in this set, if I'm not mistaken.
Really on this set?
Oh,
I'd be surprised if he's here.
I think
I
he
just
did.
want them to get rid of what's left of the Gatewatch. Just start anew or do something, man. Like
I don't feel like they're gonna get rid of them anytime soon.
No.
They're just gonna pass on to be
there.
like the next Urza and Teferi or whatever. I get that, but I just don't. Oh man,
I mean, I wish Ursa was here, but I know he's not gonna be here. So
Yeah,
Yours is dead.
Urza's
know,
already
I
been
know.
substituted by Jace, sadly.
no, I know. I mean,
Mhm.
I like both. I'm happy with both.
Yeah, but Jace, man, Jace is good as a card. That's it.
Yes, that's what I
That's the
care
only
about.
thing he's good
But
for.
that's exactly why I care about him, because he's good as a card. I don't care
Mhm.
about his
Fucking
backstory.
hate
No.
Jace.
Urza is a beautiful, amazing card. I don't care about his
Fuckboy the
lore.
Gathering is all.
Horrible person.
Oh, he's
Horrible
really
character.
is he really? He's a horrible character. Okay,
Yes,
that's great.
Urza is.
That's great.
Man.
Genocide.
Oh, he
Yeah.
kills people.
He's
Oh,
genocide
I love him
incarnate.
more. I love him
He's,
more.
he's like
Oh,
like
great.
he's all like if Yawgmoth wasn't as vile as he is, Urza would be the villain.
Yeah,
I love him.
That's
Great.
it's like
fully.
that's
Awesome.
my like,
I feel so proud of having the deck that I have now.
Oh my god!
Like-
What?
So you can twirl your villain
isn't
mustache?
evil
Yes,
just 'cause
even
there's
more.
someone
Now
that's
I
worse
know.
than he is.
Now I know that Urza has meaning in my life, even more so. Because I thought he was like a weird professor, and then he died doing something. But
No,
now
he
I
was
know
not
he's
a
like a
weird
villain
professor. He was an asshole, and he was also like the headmaster of the
of
the
Tolarian. I knew that
Academy.
much. That's how much I knew. But yeah,
Jesus Christ. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
So, Magic the Gathering, we have Arena, we have the TCG, we have some board games that have come out with cards or
And
reprints.
flopped. I mean, what?
And what?
and
It's
flop.
like
And
board
flopped,
games that
yeah.
have come out and flopped.
Yeah.
Yes. But now they want to do a new venture besides TCG. I remember a long time ago, they actually did announce that they were trying to make a video game for us, the fans. Sure. So recently, I
And
think
they made some noble attempts in mobile. Like they had that one
Yes.
Magic the Gathering game that was like a tower defense kind of deal.
Oh
Yeah.
god,
It
that
was kind of
bad.
like a player versus like one player versus another kind of MOBA style deal. And that was like
Yeah.
nope.
No.
I tried to love it. I really did.
Yo,
because
I
the
remember-
concept was fun, but then it just
I remember that when the game came out, I started playing so much.
Mm.
I got invited to one of the high tier guilds because I think I was like platinum or some shit like that, and I just stopped playing because it was so repetitive and it got so boring, and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So recently, last month, they sent pre-alpha invites to certain streamers, players, and a press.
Mhm.
Obviously, sadly, including myself, we signed an NDA while installing the game, so we can't give no details, no nothing about the story or about the game. We cannot even stream it. We can stream it when the beta goes live. That the
Which
beta,
is like
I think,
2 or 3 days from now.
exactly 2 to 3 days from now. The
Mhm.
beta is going to go live for everybody. It's not going to be a closed beta. It's going to be an open beta. I guess that they want to do a stress test to the servers and
Yeah.
plus see how many people are very, very interested in Magic Legends. So Magic Legends is this little game that looks like this. It's literally the Diablo with Magic the Gathering logos
Mhm.
and creatures, but it has a very interesting mechanic that it's deck building. So you don't have abilities, you play cards. You are a summoner, like we are in the TCG player, in this TCG game. So we're summoners. That's why, if you guys remember, there was this card in War of the Sparks. That was the Wanderer, the unnamed Wanderer, I think it was called. I don't
Yes.
remember. The white card, the 5 mana cost.
The Wanderer.
The Wanderer. So we when that card came out, a lot of people were speculating, who's this Planeswalker? Why is it called like that? Wizard of the Coast then told all of us that that card supposedly is us because why not? They needed it. So now in this game, so it's third person. It's a dungeon. I don't know how we called in Diablo. I don't think it has like an actual. I think it does, but I don't remember it right now.
Mm.
But it's like a dungeon based game. So you walk around, you follow the story, you grab new cards and you destroy things and you kill monsters. You kill monsters that you've seen in cards like saprolings, beast, tree folk, whatnot. But the cool thing is that as any Diablo game, in Diablo you got the sad part is it's called mana as well. So you use mana to do your abilities. In this game, you use cards. So you are paying their mana costs and you cast those cards. And you cast creatures as well, depending on what creature it is. The creature will stay with you at all times or not. It's really interesting that this game, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. So it's really interesting that they are marketing this really, really well. They have, I think it's 2 cinematic trailers right now. The alpha was really quiet. The alpha was only like sending emails to specific people that either register or are press. So you would like receive an email saying the exact same thing I mentioned. As soon as you install the game will have a terms of conditions with an NDA. So whatever you do, you can't speak about the game, you
Mhm.
can't stream the game, you can't snip the game, or you go to legal. Uh, just to our audience, what happens when you break your NDA? The company can do whatever they want with your account. And when I mean whatever, they can do whatever. Why? I think back last year, a streamer, by mistake, he streamed a game that had an NDA. It was from Ubisoft.
Hmm.
Ubisoft has this interesting way to make sure
Punish.
that they know that you're in an NDA. So your account name will pop out everywhere
Mhm.
in the game. So you will see like little stripes moving with your account name in like a very transparent color.
Hmm.
But your progress can be gone and your games in your account can be long gone as well. That's what happened to that player in the Ubisoft NDA when he broke it. He lost his account completely. They have the right to do it because you broke the NDA. It's a non disclosure agreement, so that means that you cannot talk about it. Now, guys, what are your thoughts of Magic Legends? Are you interested? Do you want to play it? Are you concerned that the game is going to cost a lot of money? Because I know that that was something that we mentioned before the when we started. What are your concerns and what are the likes of the game? Let's start with Orengo.
I tried getting into the alpha. I couldn't. So what I did was I did preload it. So I'm going to at least check it out on the 23rd, I think.
Yeah, I think it's on the 23rd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the 23rd at 10 in the morning,
You guys
according
get it
to
through
Epic.
Steam?
You can get it through Epic Game Store or Arc, which is their other website.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make an account, which I did. I am
I'm actually just gonna do
Open
that right
beta
now.
set to launch on
I'm
March
interested.
23rd. Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm not gonna get heavily invested because I know it's gonna be a grind. Like I imagine it's gonna be like a horrifying grind, and it's the fact that it's free just screams a lot of microtransactions. It will probably be cosmetic stuff because, but that's what they have alluded to. I believe they just said it was gonna be cosmetic stuff. Um, but I wouldn't put it against them if they start putting like XP packs or oh you want to unlock these cards faster, have a wild card. Like I wouldn't put it past them because they do that in well
Magic
actually
Arena.
they don't do it in Magic Arena because they don't sell you the wild card, they sell you the booster, which is even more egregious because then there's a luck factor involved.
Yep.
It looks fun. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks cool. It's a Diablo clone, but it has magic, and I dig magic, and I like the concept of mixing and matching the colors. So I believe at first you start out with like wizards of a certain color, but then as you grind them, you can start mixing matching colors. So you can have like a
Yes.
Jace type character because it kind of looks like a Jaycee. but you can have him have like a Gruul deck for no reason at all, if I'm understanding this correctly. Because it doesn't matter. Like they kind of like set you off with somebody, but as you grind or as well, they say that as you're grinding, you can kind of like shift around and change a little bit and mix and match colors and have like 2-color decks and whatever. It sounds cool. I feel like hopefully it won't devolve into like a button smashing thing because of the way it seems to be designed. Because a lot of people in the comments of some articles have been thinking like it looks cool, it seems good. There's not a lot of gameplay to like have a general idea of what.
Yeah.
And since people can't talk about it yet, well, we don't have a general idea, but people are speculating that, if you have the whole thing of like the randomization of the hand, like, oh, I think your deck is 12 cards and then your hand is like 4 cards or 6 cards, I don't know how many, but then I guess there's probably a gauge where you're slowly getting mana as you're fighting, probably. And then, but people are thinking that it might just devolve into just button smashing like crazy to win. And if you don't pull like the really good spells, you might lose automatically or you might win automatically. And then it might not be fun as a gameplay loop. And that's what people are worried about. I am a little worried about like that too. I guess we'll see. I'm interested in at least playing the beta to see what's up, basically. I don't think it's the type of game that's gonna have longevity, though. To be honest, like I think it's just gonna be one of those things that'll have like a peak, and then people will ignore it. But I don't think it's gonna be like a thing that a lot of Magic players will be very interested in. I think people are just gonna stick to Arena, and then they'll just like spend their money there. Like if they're thinking of this being another cash cow for them, I don't think it's gonna have legs for a while, unless they start giving it like a lot of love and a lot of updates very quickly. But if they let it like stew for like 3 months and just have like base stuff for like 3 months, I think it's just gonna die very quickly and people are just gonna forget about it automatically. But that's my
Okay.
So I have a thing about the game is I feel like eventually you mentioned the button smashing, and I'm just thinking, okay, but instead of being like this button smashing type game, it'll be the opposite. It'll be this extremely meticulous combo game where now you're gonna be combining blue cards with black cards, and then maybe a little other card if there even is a color, because the blue card will allow you to draw more cards, so you technically have less cards in your deck, so you have this one card that synergizes with this other card, and you start combining them, and then you draw again, and repeat the process, and it's just one like combo. And I don't know who's the developers that are managing this project.
It's a good question.
Cryptic Studios.
Cryptic Studios. There you go.
I don't know how what their track record is for balancing a game.
I'll tell you in a second.
But
do some Google searching.
But like it could just end up devolving into either button smashing, like you said, or full on combo where everything is meticulous. Okay, I draw 3 cards. I play this. I play this other thing. I draw 3 cards. I play this thing. I play this thing. I win.
I summon a horde of zombies. I summon a horde of zombies. I summon a horde. I win.
Yeah.
You mean Necromancer and Diablo?
Yeah. But there is a black card, and he does summon hordes of zombies, so it is a thing.
So there's that. In terms of the availability of the game, yeah, it's true. It probably like won't stick. At least I think it won't stick as well. But here comes the just because you mentioned wild cards being egregious. I have something better for you. So you pay money.
Oh no.
To get the possibility of a few cards, but then there's a possibility of getting codes for Arena.
Oh, that'd be a cool incentive if you want to get some Arena players.
But then you just make it really rare. just
to screw with people. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, it makes more money.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, what do you think about it?
Go ahead.
Let's see.
You are super muted, sir.
You are super muted.
There we go. I am trying not to have high hopes. I don't want to get myself overhyped. I've been like looking at the gameplay videos, and I've been like looking at all the fun screenshots that have popped up, and I I have a problem with like a bit of the aesthetic when it comes to the deck building portion, because the aesthetic, at least in the screenshots, reminded me a lot of the mobile game that we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that, like, to me, like, automatically that gave me like some bad vibes. But in general, it does look like a fun game. And even though Cryptic Studios, from what I was able to bring up, doesn't have a lot of games in the repertoire, they do have two games that really stand out because of how long they've been around, and that would be Neverwinter
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Star Trek Online.
Neverwinter's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. So,
But is it Star Trek Online the recent one or the old one?
I will tell you in a second. It's the one that started on July 2008. They acquired the license for Star Trek Online.
Okay, so
July
yeah, it's a new
2008.
one. It's a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they revamped the Star Trek game. So that's
Mhm.
yeah, I give them
But still,
props for that.
they've been around since 2008 with that game. So I think it's gonna. I think they do have a lot of potential to make a good game.
Okay.
Cool.
So I like in that case, like, I kind of have my hopes up, because again, it's a company that has had a pretty good track record with Neverwinter and Star Trek Online. But they also do have some games that I haven't heard about previously, which are the other ones over here that popped up in my Google search, which is City of Heroes, which I like heard about
Yeah,
it.
I know which
It's
one. I
like
know
a
which one.
million years
That's
back,
really
and
old.
Champions Online.
Champions Online, which I personally have not heard about, and then there's the Marble Heroes game, which I've seen a lot on Steam, but I haven't really like gotten into it, so I don't really know what's the deal there. I think it did it like die in 2016, or no, they got like released in 2016 or something. I can't remember. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I just don't want to get my hopes up, but at the same time, I'm like so excited because like Magic content, like, of course, my favorite part about Magic the Gathering is the card game, because Magic the Gathering is an amazing card game. But getting more Magic the Gathering content that's outside
Mm-hmm.
of the card game, to me, is just like, just makes me all excited. In
Yeah.
general, I get excited about anything Wizards does, but at this point, like, I've every time like Wizards would announce, like when they announced their mobile game, which sucked, when they announce anything that's just out of their, like when they announced the TV series, which we still have to talk about.
Yes.
It makes me really excited, and I would like to see Magic the Gathering, kind of, I wouldn't say outgrow, but just like grow, like from just being a card game, because I think it's a fantastic franchise with tons of lore and lots of potential.
Well, they have the collaboration with, which is I think it's Boom Studios. If I'm
Okay.
not mistaken, the comic books,
Right.
the
yeah.
new comic books that are coming out.
Mhm.
So right now the run has not started, but they have Planeswalker variants.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I am in the pull list for that, and I asked for all Planeswalker variants. The first issue is Liliana.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
Nice.
see if I can find an art.
Sure is nice.
Let me look for it. Magic.
So how egregious do you think it'll be, Chris?
I'll answer for him. Yes.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
At the end of the day, the only thing that I just really dislike about Magic the Gathering, and I'm talking about, I guess you can say, the franchise as a whole, is that, well, I just don't expect anything good from Wizards in their online platforms at this point. And it sucks to kind of think about it that way in a lot of ways. But at least maybe if I get my hopes low enough, if they do like an okay job, at least I guess we'll be happy.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here
Like, I don't have
is-
anything like in mind, like, like JP or Orengo did when they mentioned like, like maybe they'll do this or that with their wild.
$10 and you can have Jace instead of random Planeswalker.
You know what? it's a
That
skin, so it's fine as long as it's not something that has to do with my progression.
I agree.
I'm
Fully. I
fine,
agree.
but
I
we
agree
all
with that.
know that that's not going to be the case.
I don't think so either. Yep.
so these are going to be the Planeswalker variants for
That
the
looks
Boom
beautiful.
Studio Magic the Gathering comic book.
That looks
I
very pretty.
need that cover immediately.
Cool.
Right? It's very pretty. Especially if it's gonna be textless. I don't know if they're gonna give you a
I
textless,
don't
but
think that they're gonna be virgin covers,
damn it.
but probably there might be a version
Oh yeah, of
cover.
course. Oh yeah. I'm
You
pretty sure.
know,
And it's gonna be like
Boom
50
Studio.
bucks.
Yeah, Boom Studio is very accessible for virgin covers.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
because I remember that they did the art germ one for Blade Runner 2029,
Mhm.
and I think it was not a second printing. It was I think it was issue number 3.
Mhm.
They made that exact same art germ cover, but it was virgin.
Okay.
And I think stores could only, I think each store they would receive, I think it was
Okay.
5 per store. So it could happen.
Okay. Okay.
Just in case the artist is called Miguel Mercado, I'm interested to see his ethnicity. I know that that's a Latino name, but it would
Mhm.
be really interesting of where he is based off. But the art looks amazing. I love it. When I saw it in the preview, I was like, I need them all,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all of them. This is the only one that's available right now. But let's see which other ones come out. You know, Boom Studio does have very great artists in terms of like to their variants.
Mhm.
Uh, like the most Boom Studio I have consumed is Power Rangers, and I have mostly all of the covers that have come out, especially the ones with the helmets and the ones that are coming out right now. They're connecting variants, and they're amazing. Like the new issue that came out now, it has the Green Ranger, the Dragon Zord. Haven't seen the other one because it hasn't come in yet. But Boom Studio has amazing artists, so I give
Okay.
them props for that.
So I checked. I checked. I have this website that I like to buy comics from. They usually have alternate variants. They're kind of like
Hmm.
rare. It's called Sad Lemon Comics. It's this stupid name, but it's a really good store and it's legit. It's based on probably Europe because you have to pay in euro. But I've used the store and it's legit. So they don't have that one. So maybe that one is not that rare of a variant. The variant that they're selling, and it is obviously sold out because everything Boom Studios puts out gets sold out immediately. They have a alternate variant one. Let me fix my webcam so you guys can see.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, here you go. So
Do you
this is a
did you put
variant.
magic in the
Yeah,
search? You just put magic.
I
That looks
I I
cool.
didn't. So this is the variant that they have. It's gonna go for 35 euros, which should be like what 40 American, I believe,
Something
if the
around.
conversion is correct. It is one per store, so Granuja might get like one if they're lucky. I don't know how many copies they have to buy of this Magic the Gathering issue number 1 in order to get the store variant. But yeah, it's like it looks kind of cool. Although I'll be honest, I like more the Liliana one for obvious
Yeah,
reasons, and I like the idea of having Planeswalker covers. But it might be cool because that means if this is a store like this really exclusive, difficult to find variant, that means that the Liliana one might not be that difficult to grab.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
true.
hope
Yeah.
because
That's
that
that's
Liliana
that's what it
cover.
seems because I checked this page and there's no other Magic the Gathering covers. So there's a lot of Mighty Morphin stuff because obviously they wanna capitalize on their Mighty Morphin you know um license.
Product license.
Yeah.
Orengo, I hate you. I am right now in the comic and I can't stop scrolling.
Yeah, it's great. Like it's a great website. Like if you're and you know what? The cool thing about this website, so there's sometimes big events, especially DC. You tends to have
Yeah,
like a bunch of events. So usually, they have a lot of variants and all that jazz. And not everything sells. So sometimes, like say, Dark Knight Metal. This website, eventually the variants, they start like cutting them like in half and put it like on sale. So you could get like really cool like Jim Lee variants for like €2, €1.
really?
Yeah, because people like they probably buy way too much stock, assuming that's like it's Jim Lee, it's Dark Knight Metal, it's a giant event. But since there were like 1,000 different variant covers, not everything sells. So you can find really cool covers and really cool variants in this website for very, very, very cheap. Especially, I don't know if you noticed, like in the Boom Studio section, there's a lot of Power Rangers ones that you might be
Yes.
very interested in. Because
Yeah,
you know,
there is a lot of Power Ranger variants that I
yeah.
have that I need. It's not
Yeah.
that I want, it's that I
Need.
need.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like I love this website, and again, for real, it's legit. Like I bought one out of impulse because I wanted to buy a Virgin Batman one drawn by Michael Turner, but it wasn't drawn by Michael Turner because he's dead. It was one of the sketches that he made before dying, and then they utilized that in one of the Dark Knight Metals variants for issue number one. It was gonna be like a thing. It's like a triptych. It was gonna be Superman in the middle, Wonder Woman, and Batman. I got the Batman one. I got it on this website for like $20 or something, 20 euros. And I was
Mhm.
like, it's never gonna come here, it's never gonna come here. And it came here. I'm like, oh my god, it's legit. It's a cool website. And I bought like two more. I bought two more variants. When Granuja doesn't have a variant, and it's not their fault. It's like a really weird specific variant that these people have, but Granuja doesn't. Then I'm like, I'm gonna get the Granuja one, and then I'm gonna get the one. So I'm gonna get the cool weirdo variant that
Yeah.
you can't find anywhere. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not-
that was my
it's
little.
like it's like that when the comics of Lord Draken New
Yeah.
Dawn.
Yeah.
There it's a three issues. That's it. So
Mhm.
they promised 3 different variants, and there were going to be secret ones in each one.
Yeah.
So in the store, they got the secret ones, but they didn't get the store variants ones that are the virgin ones.
Mhm.
But I did got to spoof off one that it's issue number 1, the virgin variant of the Ranger Slayer in the Lord Draken's throne virgin, and I
Let
was
me-
like,
I check.
yes.
I kept checking the website, and now I
Yeah.
found the. Okay, so
Yeah,
let me
Nebraska one.
this
I saw that
Nebraska one, and this is like the hidden. It's called the second cover for the second issue. It's gonna be the hidden Planeswalker variant, and look, it's let me
Nice.
focus better. So, and it's going for. See how much it's going for? It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be virgin. Like it's not gonna be like
Yeah.
this.
A little bit,
But-
up a little bit, so we can see the price.
Perdóname. It is 385 euros. So that means like $5, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
like normal. That's normal price.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you gotta check with your LCS. If they
Yeah.
don't have it, then go grab it because
Exactly. Or add yourself to the pool list, because the more they order, the more variants come
As well.
in.
very true. I agree.
It's like this run of the last Ronin, they didn't have that much variants.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really interesting. I have my copy somewhere because they're not even mine. They're Omar's, because he's like, I need to make sure I get my copy. I'm like, I'll put myself in the pool list, and then we talk. I remember that the first one I gifted it to him, and he was like, oh, send me that through mail. And I'm like, I'm not giving you a $75 comic book through the mail.
Through the
dude.
mail. Yeah,
No.
that's insanity.
Yes. Well, guys, we're done for tonight. It was really cool. It was really interesting. A lot of people were watching us, and as well, people commented about our topics. But again, if you guys have a topic that you guys want us to discuss or fight,
Yes.
go ahead and DM us in our social media, or comment below in any of our videos in YouTube, or right here in the chat. Like that, we can write them down and we can talk about it. Because sometimes Magic the Gathering or Wizard of the Coast, they don't do nothing during the week.
Yep.
And the thing is that it's hard for us because we don't want to do what others are already doing or they already talked about. But
Be as controversial as possible.
exactly.
Yes, please.
Be as controversial as possible. I imagine somebody putting a topic like, why don't you guys talk about those ban cards that are like, they hate society?
Power 9.
No, Power 9, no, the other ones.
Talking about the ban list might be interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I know I have a few words about a few cards in different ban lists that maybe they shouldn't be there. Probably just focus on maybe the commander ban list since it's the format
that we
I
mostly play.
we play
Yeah.
the most.
It's like I know that remember when we started the show, they were like, oh, we play all formats, and then we were like, I think it was like episode 3 on, we only play Commander.
You only play Commander consistently
Yeah,
without
because
fail.
reality is just the only way we can play standard right now is basically Magic Arena. Who the hell is playing modern now that we can't go to our LGS to play? Um,
Yeah,
like
we
all of the
should.
other formats require you to like be there with someone, whether it's cube, draft, or
We should actually. I think it was Chris or Orengo. I know it was a conjunction idea of all of you. That was that episode that I was not in the show. But I know that one of you guys or all of you said that we should bring back Gile, like that they can talk about how it works to talk to Wizard of the Coast and how to get the product.
The inner
That'd be cool.
functionings of an LGS.
Yeah,
yep,
that'd be cool, actually.
That would be really cool.
The LGS.
The inner working of an LGS. That would be extremely awesome. There's one. How do I justify MTG cards in my tax returns?
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, in the case of cards that go past a certain value, like let's say, just to put an extreme example, you have like a Black Lotus, you can actually get stuff like insurance and stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, you can kind of like put them somehow in your tax return. So like in a serious note, yeah, you like look into that. I want to look into that more because I know that
that would be.
I've heard about this before.
But you buy cards. You become, it's like first the hard part, become a successful streamer.
Yes.
Buy cards, make videos about them in your own office space, and just use them for the videos. And now you have it's
part of your business. Yeah,
it's part of the business.
And then you open up an online store on TCG Player, and bada bing,
all the rest.
boom.
That's more of the business. See,
Bada bing, bada boom.
And then sell a Black Lotus for 10K.
10K, dude. 10K is like cheap. That's like for a highly damaged Black Lotus.
That's why you don't know the conditions of the Black Lotus.
You could put like a Black Lotus in a washing machine and it's still worth like 5K.
Dude, there's I think there's still one running around in eBay that it's like, I think it's like 17K. It's signed by Christopher Rush.
Yeah.
I think the winner of the exactly, it's technically damaged, and then I think it has the signature of a world championship of that year, and it sells like for 18K or more. And it's a very pretty damaged card because it was not like PSA 10 or anything. It was like, I think it was 6 or 7 at most.
Yeah.
But for 17, 18K, Jesus.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Yeah, because in theory, a damaged Black Lotus literally like sells for like 20K if I'm not mistaken. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, there is one. I remember that I saw it on eBay, but this one was like PSA 3, so we're talking about highly damaged, and it was still selling for like $7,000.
Okay.
So, and just in case, if that is viewing the show does not know what the Black Lotus is that big thing behind me right there.
Yeah.
You pointed towards the wrong side, but yes, it's
that thing. Besides the fact that I love the card, and I love the flower as well, but damn, it's too expensive. Too expensive.
It's actually
guys,
the only flower I learned how to draw, and man, I just love it so much. I just wish we could have like more prints with the Black Lotus art, like even if we couldn't get like a Black Lotus reprint for obvious reasons.
That's really true. Even though the art of the Lotus Bloom looks pretty nice for the Times Spiral remastered.
Yeah, and even like Lotus Bloom. I was thinking of the other one, Lotus Field. I like a lot too.
Oh yeah. We got Lotus Field, Lotus Bloom. We got Black Lotus, Gilded Lotus,
Lotus
Jeweled
Veil.
Lotus.
This veil.
Lotus Veil. Yeah.
We got a signature of lotuses that are not the Black Lotus. But at least we got Jeweled Lotus for Commander. Come on.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So
I
Yes.
need me
powerful.
one of those, man.
So good.
Same
Oh,
here. I need one. I need
Yeah.
I
one.
mean,
So- so
I
good.
like had it in my box of Commander Legends, but I had to sell it at the time, and I'm so sad about it because I could have made at least 25 more bucks if I like held on to it.
Yeah.
If you keep holding on to it, you can more.
I know that's why I want to get two.
One to use and one to save.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
guys. Okay, Arnaldo says I pulled a Jeweled Lotus.
Nice.
Nice.
Same. That's the only reason I have it.
I'll
If
break
not,
into
I'd
your
be
house
like,
very soon. I promise.
Yeah. So let's say our goodbyes, guys. So, Chris, where can they find you?
Well, as always, there is the constant promise of content on my Twitch, ChrisCross13, and you can find me on Facebook and here on the Cardboard Cave podcast every Saturday.
Okay, JP, where can they find you?
You find me here in the Cardboard Cave podcast every Saturday, and hopefully soon the YouTube thing as soon as I have it worked out. Yeah.
And Orengo, where can they find you?
you can find me here. You can find me at the Movie Guy podcast. You can find me within the Movie Guy podcast in Cinemas Podcast. It's the podcast that I do. Sort of once a week. I've faltered a little bit lately, but next week we're gonna be talking about probably Sound of Metal or maybe the Snyder Cut, because again, there's still a lot of hype regarding the Snyder Cut, so I might do an artsy interpretation of the Snyder Cut.
That's,
You can
that's-
also
that sounds.
we're gonna have wine while we talk about the Snyder Cut, and some cheeses, like
Never
little.
have wine and cheese while talking about Snyder films.
Oh, sir, it's elevated arts that we're talking about here. Pinkies up, my friend. Pinkies up. And finally, you can find me in 15 at Richport. In their, check up their Facebook page. They do podcasts every week. I'm in the Cine Nerds podcast, so we're gonna have a podcast next week. We're gonna be talking about 2 movies I don't remember, but I have to watch them next week probably. And it'll be fun. And that's it.
Okay, guys, you guys can find me on all my social media as Big Boss 117PR as well. You can find me at the Movie Guys podcast. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. There we go. You can find me at the Movie Guys podcast every Tuesday and Thursday. This past Thursday, I was not there because I didn't get to see the Snyder Cut as early as a lot of other people. But at least with not having that, that weight on like I need to watch the movie for the podcast, I could enjoy the whole movie a lot. As well, you can find me in the Movie Guys Facebook page in my proper live show as well. Up, left, right. This at the end of this month, we are going to be talking about Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation to get ready for that juicy HBO Max Mortal Kombat movie. And as well, guys, streams every Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tuesday again. I'm like, wait, it's not Tuesday. So Wednesday and Friday, I have my own streams. I'm playing Arena, going up the ranks. Sometimes being salty as heck because sometimes decks don't want to play. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So nothing, guys. We expect to see you next Saturday. So if you guys have any topics that we want to talk about or that you guys want us to dial up and give our opinions, DM us in Facebook or comment in our YouTube shows. And if I'm not mistaken, you can do comment in our podcast. I think some of the websites do have comment boxes, so leave a comment there as well. So nothing, guys. See you guys in the next one. Take care. And here is a message from our local game store. Hey geeks, do you love comics? collectibles, and TCG? Well, here at Cardboard Cave, we have the place for you. Pass by Kapitan Granuja Comics and Games and find all your favorite geeky items there. Look for them at Facebook or Instagram or call them at 787-659-7003. A store blessed by Nicole Bolas.